The FBI found a tunnel this morning at the mansion of famous rapper Diddy in Los Angeles, Part 2. After receiving an anonymous tip from neighbors, agents rushed to the scene. During their search, they uncovered a tunnel beneath the carpet in Diddy's bedroom. Despite the family's pleas not to enter, the officers hesitated but ultimately decided to go in. The tunnel looked freshly dug, with wet dirt on the walls and trash scattered around. As they ventured deeper, the narrow space suddenly opened up to reveal 6 locked rooms. The agents couldn't access these rooms, and even more bizarrely, they found multiple intersections ahead in the tunnel. For safety, the agents called for backup and split up to investigate further. What they discovered was shocking. A tunnel connecting to the infamous Playboy Mansion, along with others leading to several Hollywood celebrities' homes. As the agents delved deeper, they quickly surrounded these residences.
Guys, they found underground tunnels at Diddy's homes. This was first brought up by Shadow of Ezra, where he talked about the underground tunnels in Diddy's luxurious Los Angeles mansion. It was an underwater swimming tunnel leading to a mysterious grotto, reminiscent of an ancient and modern human use of caves. Now, this is all alleged, of course, but they say that this tunnel connects to the Playboy Mansion. You guys remember that? Hugh Hefner, the guy who lived with all those women in his mansion? There's no available evidence right now. However, reports are noting that Combs mansions do have a pool with an underwater swimming tunnel. They say it's not connected to the Playboy Mansion, but there is a reason why the Playboy Mansion keeps coming up. 10 years ago, they were building underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion for people like Jack Nicholson for his birthday. So this way, they don't have to go through the outside, but go underground in secret to the Playboy Mansion to do God knows what. You can see the sketches here of these underground tunnels being built. They were working on it, and it was supposed to connect celebrities like Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, Michael Jackson, just to name a few. As reported by People magazine, these underground tunnels to the Playboy Mansion were sealed off in the 1980s. The question is, do you believe that? Stay safe and be smart.
Grab your tea and sit tight because things just took a jaw-dropping turn in the Diddy scandal again. Diddy's own son, Christian, has just let slip the kind of dirty little secret no one expected to hear out loud. He straight up revealed what went down in the infamous tunnels beneath Diddy's mega mansion. Yes, those tunnels. And brace yourself, Diddy even invited his own son to the freak-offs. Shocking, right? And just when you think it can't get worse, courtroom footage lands like a bombshell. New clips show Diddy with Chris 3 at a freak-off. This isn't just hearsay anymore. This is real on-camera evidence. And the courtroom left absolutely stunned. You could hear a pin drop. Federal raids at Diddy's LA Palace have given the world a peek into what was once buried.
Like the media and everyone is trying to say, no, there's no connection. Well, have you guys even figured out if there's a connection yet? I feel like authorities are so stuck in time in the past where like they say, oh, don't look into this, don't investigate this, these claims aren't real. But then we see social media sleuths put together these stories and solve investigations. I'm not saying the authorities aren't smart people, they can figure it out, but sometimes the help from the public can lead to, us actually figuring out the truth. But do the authorities want the truth? It really matters who's at the top and who they're trying to protect. Another conspiracy theory that circulated at the time of the raids was that Diddy escaped through an underground tunnel. I do believe he has an escape route planned when it comes to his Miami property because he can easily access the Bahamas through a boat. When it comes to his LA property, he might have a backup plan, which kind of explains these tunnels.
In case you're wondering where Diddy hosted these parties, specifically the parties that took place underground, I was absolutely shocked to find out that there is an underground mansion with tennis courts, indoor pools, marble everything, a literal ballroom. And this checks out because Ali Carter was talking about this underground ballroom. Like, actually, imagine being 5 floors beneath the surface. Willing to bet there's no cell service. What are you gonna do? Scream, run? Where are you gonna go? Actually terrifying to know that this exists. Like, just want to play tennis in my underground mansion. I have no words. It's crazy.
I can't imagine this being real because it seems so dystopian. Per news reports in March 2024, Diddy's properties in LA and in Miami were raided by Homeland Security. Diddy's LA mansion was located in the upscale neighborhood of Holby Hills, the same neighborhood as the Playboy Mansion. However, there is no known underground tunnel connecting the two. According to this report, people reported that the Playboy Mansion was rumored to have a series of underground tunnels that connected the mansion to other homes in the area. However, one staff member told the site that the tunnels were closed up in sometime in 1989. And I don't know why celebrities are so scared to acknowledge these tunnels. I feel like, oh yeah, there's underground tunnels.
Literally. And honey, this raid wasn't subtle. Misa Hilton, Diddy's ex and mom to his son Justin, posted the raw footage on Instagram, calling out the feds for using full-on war tactics against her son. She wasn't having it. The clip she shared, it's horrifying. In those first seconds, we see armor tanks. Yes, tanks pulling up outside Diddy's massive estate. Federal agents burst onto the scene like it's a battlefield. Guns drawn, they pull open cars in the driveway. Then one agent clocks the security cam and casually points it toward the floor. Like, what are they trying to hide? Inside, it gets worse. A drone flies through the home.
In 2022, Christian reportedly arrived very intoxicated and then proceeded to pressure Omarki to take shots of tequila. She did. Christian allegedly tried to get her to drink more in the yacht's makeshift studio. Omarki alleges that Christian kissed her neck, kissed her face, as he groped her legs, breasts, and private areas. Omarki reportedly told Christian, quote, "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to. If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Omarki then says that she told Christian she couldn't stay with him unless it was approved by a supervisor, all of whom she knew would be asleep at the time, so this was a way for her to get out of the situation. She claims that Christian said, "Who can I talk to? I'm going to say I requested you right now." Omarki then says she responded with, quote, "Well, you can take your hand off my ass for the first thing." Omarki says that she tried to go back to her work, but Christian found her again, wanted her to find him a place to sleep for the night. So she ended up taking him to the cinema room for the yacht, which doubled as a place for people to sleep. And she claims that is when Christian blocked her and groped her, took off his clothes, tried to force her to perform oral on him. She says that she was able to fight him off until someone came in.
Christian Diddy's own son is spotted with his hands up, slammed against a wall, then cuffed. Then comes Justin, hands on his head, walked down a hallway like a criminal. At the end of the clip, another man is dragged out onto the driveway. Photos after the raid, Christian and Justin are seen sitting on the lawn, dazed as feds dig through their father's empire. Misa's caption for that post, "Furious." She didn't hold back, slamming federal agents for the brutal force they used. She wrote, and I quote, "The overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons Justin and Christian is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would have not been handled with the same aggression."
No, like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him. And you provide him with everything he wants. Why? You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody because his legacy, his manhood gonna be, and not only that, his brother no gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know, only God and Puffy.
You're talking about Quincy, right?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know.
I'll be sure, son.
All I'm gonna say is, who's infatuated with another man's son now, like that? Like you, that seemed like grooming to me. I got, oh, that's his daughter's brothers. Get the fuck out of here, huh?
And here's where it gets spooky. Those tunnel rumors, The ones claiming they connected to the Playboy Mansion? Yeah, they were real. The FBI just confirmed Christian was actually inside one of those tunnels during the 2024 raid. The entrance hidden beneath a rug in Diddy's bedroom, leading straight to underground corridors built back in the 70s beneath Hugh Hefner's infamous party palace. Now, let's talk timeline. The feds raided Diddy's homes in March 2024, but Diddy wasn't cuffed until nearly half a year later in September. Why the delay? Because investigators think Diddy did the unthinkable. He escaped. That's right. Leaked reports claim he vanished through the Miami mansion's secret underground tunnels, and TMZ, they confirmed it. Diddy's Los Angeles compound wasn't just big, it was Bond villain level.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Hold on, let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
My baby.
Mom, freshly dipped though. I was just trying to show you. Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be, especially with me.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that, cause yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. Be out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew, pew, pew.
According to
There was even an underwater tunnel connecting the buildings on the property. He basically had escape routes, like a fugitive warlord. Here's where the freaky part turns criminal. Footage of Christian Diddy's son at one of the freak-offs inside those very tunnels was shown in court during Little Rod's explosive lawsuit. And get this, like father, like son, Christian is being sued too. A 26-year-old flight attendant named Grace Omar is accusing Christian of groping and assaulting her after drugging her with spiked drinks on one of Diddy's outrageous yacht parties. It's like a chain of trauma repeating itself, but it gets more disturbing. Diddy didn't just bring strangers into his twisted world, he pulled his family in too. His adopted son Quincy, groomed, that's right, groomed. Freddie P, one of Diddy's former artists, dropped the bomb that the entire industry had whispered for years.
I know, like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets. He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody because his legacy, I mean, his manhood gonna be. And not only that, his brother no gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know, only God and Puffy.
You're talking about Quincy, right?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know.
Albie Short son?
All I'm gonna say is, who's infatuated with another man's son now, like that. Like you, that seemed like grooming to me. I got, oh, that's his daughter's brothers. Get the fuck out of here, huh?
Something was always off about Diddy and Quincy, and now it's confirmed. Freddie claims he personally witnessed odd, deeply uncomfortable behavior between the two. According to him, this grooming started way back when Quincy was still a child. And in the creepiest twist yet, there are now claims that Diddy's obsession with family didn't stop with his sons. His own mother is being pulled into this web. Yes, people, Diddy allegedly expressed sexual interest in his own mother. The whispers are turning into shouts as a resurfaced 2022 clip shows Diddy smoking a joint with her, casually talking about how she should be the star of her own strip club, and then he kisses her on the lips. You can literally see the way he's looking at her, like something is disturbingly off. This isn't mother-son bonding, this is something else. But let's go back to Justin, Diddy's other son. Court filings allege Justin wasn't just a bystander in all this mess, he was involved. His job? Organizing the freak-offs. Photos show Justin at these parties, and Lil Rod's lawsuit claims he even helped recruit former employees for Diddy's secret gatherings. What's more, Justin was allegedly the one who tipped off Diddy about Cassie's plan to release that now infamous assault video. This bombshell moment reportedly happened on September 12, 2022, outside Diddy's Chalice Studios. Lil Rod says Diddy, Justin, and a guy named G were all there when gunshots rang out. It turned into a nightmare. G was later found curled up in a bathroom, bleeding from his leg and hip. Lil Rod tried to save him while screaming for help, and guess what? Diddy and Justin straight up vanished. When police arrived, Diddy allegedly instructed everyone to lie to say G had been shot outside in a drive-by. He even pressured Mr. Jones to fabricate the whole story. This wasn't just a cover-up, it was a full-blown orchestrated deception. Meanwhile, remember Grace Omar, the same woman who accused Christian? She says her yacht assault was facilitated by Diddy himself. Can you imagine? But it's not just family being dragged into court. Former staff are speaking up now too. Mia, Diddy's ex-assistant, gave testimony that rocked the courtroom. Her words painted Diddy's home as a terrifying house of manipulation, fear, and psychological torment. According to Mia, Diddy ruled his empire through fear. People obeyed not out of loyalty, but because they were terrified. And speaking of the courtroom, it's a circus. The judge literally threatened to throw Diddy out yesterday after catching him trying to communicate with the jury. Yes, really. That alone says a lot, but wait. There's more. Rumors are swirling that one juror might be compromised. Juror number 6. Yep, he's now under fire for lying about who he really is and where he's from. People are saying what we've all suspected. Diddy may not be able to control the evidence, but with enough money, he can try to control the verdict. Diddy's legal team has already tried to call for a mistrial twice, and now they're gearing up for round 3. Why? Because if they can prove jury tampering, Diddy could skate on a technicality. The plan? Allegedly plant juror number 6. If they prove that juror was tampered with, boom, case dismissed. Diddy walks. And now comes the most bone-chilling part of this whole saga. The evidence. Or should we say, the evidence that disappears. We're talking tapes, pictures, fingerprints, all of it gone. Whenever Diddy's name is attached, one of the most shocking examples? The arson case involving Kid Cudi's car. That whole explosion, it wasn't just random vandalism. Investigators found fingerprints at the scene and sent them for analysis. But guess what? Before they could identify who they belonged to, poof, they were accidentally destroyed. Are you kidding? Please. Everyone is asking, how many times are we gonna let this man get away with this shady nonsense? At this point, people aren't just suspicious, they're furious. It's like every time the trail gets hot, someone conveniently pulls the plug. Coincidence? Not likely. But now, for the first time ever, we've got something solid. Actual, tangible, horrifying evidence. Photos from the day of Diddy's arrest have now been made public, and honey, it's not pretty. The images show Diddy's hotel room completely trashed, filled with bags of drugs, bottles of baby oil, and yes, guns. Like, what was he even planning in there? A party or a war? The scene screams chaos and debauchery, and it's finally giving prosecutors what they've been waiting for, something undeniable. But let's be real here. If Diddy somehow walks free, it won't be because he's innocent. It'll be because he bought his way out. Point blank, period. The truth is already out. The tunnels, the freak-offs, the manipulated jurors, the abused staff, the buried evidence. It's all in the open now. There's no crawling back into the shadows. No trapdoor, no tunnel deep enough to hide from what's coming. Because this trial, it's bigger than Diddy now. It's an indictment of the entire industry that protected him, that enabled him for years. And now, that same industry is being dragged into the harsh light of truth, one dirty secret at a time. So now the question everyone's asking is, can justice even exist when the system is up for sale? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe because this drama, oh baby, is only just beginning.